In surprise move, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints backs Respect for Marriage Act and calls for LGBTQ+ support. In a shocking move, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, commonly known as the Mormon Church, issued a statement on Tuesday supporting the passage of the Respect for Marriage Act. The statement reinforces the Church's stance on traditional marriage while also calling on individuals to support the LGBTQ+ community and allowing religious institutions to retain their own positions. The statement reads, quote, "The doctrine of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints related to marriage between a man and woman is well known and will remain unchanged. We are grateful for the continuing efforts of those who work to ensure the Respect for Marriage Act includes appropriate religious freedom protections while respecting the law and preserving the rights of our LGBTQ brothers and sisters. We believe this approach is the way forward as we work together to preserve the principles and practices of religious freedom. Together with the rights of LGBTQ individuals, much can be accomplished to heal relationships and foster greater understanding," end quote. Now, I know a lot of people are going to hate the Mormons no matter what, and they have a terrible history, as do most organized religions. But I have to say, I haven't seen any other church actually step out, speak out. And this is basically them just calling for separation of church and state, which they have a terrible record for, but at least they're backing it now, and it's progress.
Isn't this just Mormons being Mormons? I mean, they're not...
I'm a little suspect because I remember learning something and I went back to make sure I was correct. The Mormon Church does have a history of polygamy. I'm sorry.
Well,
I am going to question motives.
I mean, actually, so the polygamous Mormons were excommunicated from the church, and they became their own faction.
Yes.
I was Mormon for quite a while when I was living in Orlando and working at Disney. Me and my former partner who passed away because he was raised Mormon. The wards are very self-sufficient, the individual branches. And the Pleasant Hill ward, which, serves the Disney area, was probably a quarter gay. They were extremely welcoming. When my ex became HIV positive and went on disability, they actually paid our rent for us and offered us food, knowing we were partners. So while the church's parent organization can be backwards, the local wards tend to, it's like, Chick-fil-A franchise versus company.
Right.
That being said, this is still further than the Catholics or any of the other main religions have gone.
But also being suspect is not wrong.
No. It's
14 years after they poured a lot of money into backing the passage of Prop 8 in California, and then being taken to task for doing so, they're sort of protecting so-called, quote, religious freedom protections, unquote. But it's just a way for them to protect what's most important to them. And by that, I mean their coffers. They're very deep.
They are again, they paid my rent for 6 months without asking a question. Like, they just wrote the check. They have money.
Right.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.